Hey guys, AJ here. So it's Sunday where I am. It's about 12:30 Eastern time. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. I hope you're all relaxing. I was gonna go live tomorrow because I usually do on Mondays, but the old nine to five is being actually more 9 to 5 than usual. So I really won't have time to go live tomorrow. But usually I'm going to try and go live on Mondays. So yeah, I'll have to do this one kind of a day early. Plus, yeah, it's really cold out. And you know, it's nice inside, so I'm gonna stay inside. And I'd rather talk to you guys than have to brave the elements. So, but yeah, so it's Sunday. It's cold on the East Coast, and guys, I hate the cold. I hate it. I really, really do. Like, I would prefer to live in anywhere warm. Everyone goes, "Oh, I want 4 seasons." I don't. I I like spring, summer, even fall is okay, but fall can get cold where I am. But I hate the cold, guys. I hate the snow. I hate ice. I hate all of it. So if it was up to me, I would move anywhere really warm. Arizona. I used to live in Texas where it's pretty nice weather wise. But yeah, this snow stuff's for the birds, man. So, but yeah, so there's a I found a video that I'm gonna play in a little bit, though we can react to, guys. And there's a lawyer on YouTube. He has a pretty prominent channel, and he's got this little video where he's reacting to TCAP, right? And you would think that it would be him trying to talk in lawyer talk, but he's actually pretty funny about how he reacts because even though he's barely seeing it, he reacts in the same way that we do, right? So, but yeah, let me see. father, father, son, how you doing, pal? Yeah, Flagler Beach. Yeah, I want to rent out that big house too, right? Can you imagine buying a house and it's one of the TCAP homes and you didn't know? I think that there was actually a lawsuit because some lady lived in the TCAP house in either Texas or Ohio, and they didn't tell her that that was a TCAP house. Let me look. TCAP house lawsuit. Oh, here we go. Look. Let me share my screen here, guys. I said I'm still getting used to StreamYard here. So here we go, guys. Temple. Here we go. Mortgage company sued for not telling tenant that they leased her. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. That is hilarious. Can you imagine? Mortgage company sued for not telling tenant that they leased her to the TCAT bait house. Oh man. Can you imagine you move in and you're all good, and then you have crazies like all of us like running into your yard and taking pictures like, look guys, are at the TCAP house. Oh man, here we go. Oh, this is, yeah, father son. You are correct. This is at the Murphy, Texas TCAP house. Well, look at the size of this place, man. Oh man. Yeah. So it says along a stretch, suburban Murphy lies a home that gained an infamous reputation for putting its town, its citizens, and even its police in the national spotlight. The house at 434 High Point Drive became the site of a botched sting operation in 2006. Well, now wait a minute. The house wasn't the site of the botched sting. Well, okay. Help me out. I guess the sting did take place at the house, but I guess that is correct wording, right? I guess that it's just, sentence structure. Became the site of a bot sting operation in 2006 designed to catch alleged predators for a popular TV show, TV news epi- TV news magazine episode, huh? That ended with zero indictments. In fact, one of the few people who knew about the High Point Drive home was actually living in it as far back as 2008. So this happened in 2006, and Stephanie Jackson filed a civil lawsuit against. So she sued the mortgage company that leased her the home on grounds of false. Wait, that leased her the home on grounds of false eviction, breach of contract, and fraud. Um. Okay. Breach of contract and fraud for failing to tell her that the home was the same one the NBC and Murphy police used in an undercover sting operation to film and trap alleged predators from TCAP. The lawsuit, original petition filed on June 11, claims that Jackson signed a 30-year lease agreement for the High Point Drive home. 30 years? Why would you? Am I not? Why would you lease a home for 30 years? Sign 30-year lease agreement for High Point Drive home with Taylor Bean and Whitaker Mortgage Corporation in September 2008. The home is now under an agreement with American Home Mortgage, also named. So she sued two different people. The petition doesn't say when she discovered that the home that she leased was used in the Dateline sting, but she claims that the company failed to disclose the fact they entered into the agreement. In the segment, suspects are lured into a home by lured, guys. There you go. See, guys, look at this language here. Look at that. In the segment, suspects are lured into the home by an underage teen who is an actor hired by Dateline to pose as a minor that they're talking to. But instead, they're greeted by host Chris Hansen, who interviews them about the salacious online conversations and informs them that they're being videotaped for a news segment, followed by a weapons-drawn arrest by awaiting police officers. One of the undercover stings involved Lewis Conrad, former Rockwell County Chief Felony Assistant District Attorney. When he failed to show, they went to his house. We all know what happened, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. The failed operation was followed by an uproar from nearby citizens who were shocked to learn that police had conducted the operation in their neighborhood. Several firings, including Murphy's a police chief and city manager, and a civil lawsuit against the network. Let me see. Now, guys, this whole thing where people want to see things like they want to see predators. Oh, we need to get these guys out of jail, and oh, sorry guys, I'm not sharing the right screen. Hold on. One moment, please. 1 second, guys. Share the right screen here. Getting used to StreamYard. There we go. Aha. So guys, I would actually be happy that they were doing this in my area, because then people would think, oh, where AJ lives is where that TCAP thing is. So let's go everywhere else but there. You know what I'm saying? Or it's funny how people want to see, oh, these people who are predators, we have to let them out of jail and rehabilitate them. But I don't want them living in my neighborhood. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hypocritical there. So the incident gained national notoriety. That put the controversial segment on the hot seat for taking over a police investigation in the interest of entertainment and sensationalism. The sting became the subject of scrutiny and high several profile news outlets like 2020 and Esquire and then it was even shown on South Park. Okay. Jackson's attorney said the House has become notorious location since the Dateline incident, thanks to the coverage that it received on national news agencies. Grant said the company has a duty to disclose such information before entering into an agreement. The defendant's silence created a false and misleading impression that the plaintiff was buying completely marketable property when that was not the case. But are they calling a mortgage a lease? Because they're saying that she leased it for a 30-year lease agreement. But now they're saying she's buying it. Maybe there's something I'm missing. But she claims that the companies have tried to intimidate her into moving out of the house, even though she still has ownership interest in the home. That's not good. The false eviction charges stem from the mortgage company's 2 attempts to evict Jackson from the home in February and in April of 2010. Jackson said the company wrongfully evicted her through constant harassment by real estate agents and its attorneys and wrongful use of the process. She said Jackson said the company tried to put the home up for sale on the internet, even though they don't have the right to sell property, and failed to meet terms of their contract by preventing her from exercising. Oh, so she was like leasing to own or something? I don't know. And then they tried to contact them. Everyone said no. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, but back to the luring part, guys. What do you think of these morons that can look at a TCAP investigation and honestly think that these guys were lured there? Honestly, I mean, seriously, what? I think that's a thing that there was some footage that I saw of that Conrad dude who deleted himself. His whole, like, his sister and his family were like in front of the council and the news, like, oh wow, we're victims. He's a victim, dude. They found stuff on his computer. His chat log, dude, was not a victim at all. You know, it's just crazy how this narrative works. That there's people like us who see it for how it really is. And then there are knuckleheads that are like, oh no, these guys are being lured in and they're victims. None of these guys are victims. Even the ones in Fort Myers, where they said that PJ couldn't turn the chat logs in, there might be something fishy going on there, but these guys are not victims at all. So, but yeah. But guys, question for you. Would you live in a place like this? So let's just say that you saw this big house, right? Look at the size of this place. Why can't I make it bigger? But would you live here, buy this place, rent this place for dirt cheap? So let's just say that this is like a $600,000 house, and they were going to sell it to you for like $400,000. Like they gave you $200,000 off because it's a TCAP house. I would, you know. That's like people who will buy a home or live in a place where maybe someone got shot or something, or got, whatever. There's no YouTube safe word for shot, but I would, you just put a rug down over the old blood stain. Get a little bit of, what is it called? That lemon scented wood cleaner, and you're good. Who remembers on Dexter when Dexter's sister got that apartment for cheap because there was that crime that happened in there? But here, guys, let's just go to this video real fast. And yeah, so this guy, he calls himself CLR Bruce Rivers, and he has a very prominent YouTube channel, and he has like 824,000 subs, and he talks about like all types of law stuff. So like he has one that I like where it's like, just like I say, guys, when you're dealing with the cops, shut your mouth, So, Liverpool cat lady in the house. Hello from across the pond. Well, let's see here. But yes, so we're gonna react to this real quick. And let's go. And remember, the guys like the stream because it helps with the algorithm. But let's just get this going here. And I don't think that there's too much copyright on it. So Florida PD shouldn't be taking me down anytime soon. So, oops, it's muted.
Criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer.
You can see, guys. This is what they had him on the No Jumper podcast, and that's one of those where they have like rappers and adult film stars and all of that, and he's on that podcast, so he's pretty popular.
Criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And it's gonna react.
All right, I don't want to. Okay.
Sex cases, there's all kinds of varieties of sex cases. You've got a grandpa with a granddaughter. You've got teenagers. You've got mother's friend who blowing her teenage boy. The myriad of permutations of.
You see his hat there, guys. Stop self snitching. Oh man, I should get one of those. Stop self snitching. Oh man, that's true, guys. Stop telling on yourself, or don't let them talk you into saying something that you didn't do. The number one thing we're dealing with cops, guys, is talking too much. If you give them too many words, they can use them against you in a court of law. So,
of different types of criminal sexual conduct cases, there's just a lot of them. Different. It's amazing how many different kinds of things people get into. There's child porn.
I gotta get past that. I don't want to get yeeted off the stream. So let's go when we talk
going out to see a 14-year-old boy, right? He's going out to meet a cop because there's no 14-year-old boy in the picture. And it isn't what actually happens. It's what the intent is.
Now, guys, I watched part of this the other day, and I want to set this up a little more. He makes an argument that I don't like in a way, and I hope that I didn't skip over it because I can skip back because it's really important. He says that this happens because guys are at home and they're lonely and they get to a point where they would do things that they normally wouldn't do. Now, I think that that's BS because it doesn't matter how lonely that I would get. There's no way that I would be going and trying to find no 12-year-old girls. I do not like the fact that people can think that a regular, rational person can ever, under any circumstances, put themselves in a position to victimize children. I don't like that, guys. So hopefully I can track that part down.
He's not doing this anymore. I don't know what he's doing, some other online stuff. But this stopped when they caught a district attorney who wound up killing himself at a sheriff's department and ran to jail. He was online chatting with what he thought was a 14-year-old boy, showing him his dick and doing whatever they do, and he thought the boy was in Vermont. He got on a plane from Minnesota, traveled to Vermont, and he got busted trying to go meet up with a 14-year-old boy.
So that's from the Hansen versus Predator sting, I think. And guys, there's a reason why I'm actually Izzy. I didn't know that. This guy has defended Predos before. Yikes. They better be paying him a lot of money, but I guess everyone deserves a fair trial, but I mean, is that what you want your legacy to be known for? I mean, come on. It's like that one Thank You for Smoking movie where the guy is like the big tobacco guy, and he's like, yeah, or whatever. So I mean, if you want your legacy to be like, oh yeah, I cracked the state's case against this guy where there's a whole mountain of evidence that showed that he was after a minor. I don't know. That's not me, man. So,
and it is career. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. So, in that particular case, where he goes out to see a 14, now he's not going out to see a 14-year-old boy, right? He's going out to meet a cop because there's no 14-year-old boy in the picture. And it isn't what actually happens, it's what the intent is.
Okay, so he talks about intent here. And guys, there's a reason why I'm actually stopping this as much is just in case. So for some copyright stuff, you have to stop at X amount of time so that I can keep the live stream going. So
everything is intent, with the intent too. So he's soliciting a 14-year-old boy for sex, and that in itself is a crime. And then the act of getting on a plane and going to meet the boy.
Doug MPA in the house. And Chris Stanton in the house. All right.
Is an attempt, at the very least. So you have to look inside the mind's eye of the person to see what their actions, to see what their intent is. And the intent is inferred from their actions, obviously. So without further ado, let's watch a little bit of this, and then we'll comment on the other side.
Let's do that.
What are you doing here today?
Hey, look who they choose as the first one we see is this. It's his ugly mug, right? Oh man, and look at that. You can even, guys. I didn't touch on in my video that this guy has a glass eye. This is this is generic white male, right? I believe, yeah. But this guy has a glass eye, and I didn't see it. Oh, really, Chris Stanton? So I guess he talks about his videos. That some of his clients have charges like this. That's crazy, huh? Very, 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 very interesting. Maybe I have to check more this guy's stuff out, and then kind of maybe like react to some of his stuff, or maybe I don't know. Very, very interesting. Yeah. So a generic white male is the first ugly mug that pops up here.
Is this some kind of setup or something?
Is this some kind of, are you kidding me? Why the fuck would you? He's sitting there eating something. Is this some kind of fucking setup or something? Yes. It is. I'm Chris Hansen, and I'm going to fuck your life up. The minute he sees the guy, why is he still sitting down? Are you fucking kidding me? I see a guy in a suit. I'm fucking turning around. I'm leaving.
Thank you. Right there, guys. And that's what I think that all of us on this channel have been saying. Like, if a guy in a suit walks out, he's either the person's dad, a cop, and yet they sit there and try and talk it out, and then they have the nerve to even try and talk their way out of it with the cops too. Clown world.
But they always try to talk themselves out of it.
I'm just on my way to the beach.
He's Michael.
I'm just on my way to the beach. Yeah. And here's they have chat logs of these guys talking and everything.
Screen name, generic white male. He's almost 50 years old.
He laughs at the name too. Oh, man.
And he's been chatting online with a girl who calls herself Jolanda.
Now, here's the other thing. The computer has really, I think, exacerbated criminal sexual conduct cases.
That's true. And he also I like in Hansen versus Predator, and then in some of Chris Hansen's newer interviews, where he talks about because he just made the point about computers, but You remember the original TCAP? There was Yahoo. They talked about MySpace, but now we have Instagram and Snapchat, and that's completely changed the game. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, dating apps. You know what I'm saying? It's completely changed the game,
Because it's, first of all, these are lonely guys who are sitting in their fucking.
Chris Stanton, that is true. What is the best scenario if you go to meet anyone in a house? Let's just say that you're on a dating app, and then you meet a girl that's of age, and you walk in, hey, how are you? And then a guy like Chris Hansen walks out. Either way, you would be so confused that it isn't good. Either way.
Fucking dark room, jerking off at their computer, right? And their crimes of isolation, compulsion,
here it is,
criminal sexual conduct cases, because it's first of all, these are lonely guys who are sitting in their fucking dark room, jerking off at their computer, right? And their crimes of isolation, compulsion, and loneliness, and when you're in a dark room by yourself, you're bold.
Bullshit. These are not crimes of isolation. No. Did you tell guys? Did you hear that too? Did you hear that? Let me know what you think. We could see. I don't like that at all. Listen, it doesn't matter if I'm in a lonely space in a room by myself on a computer. I'll play, Call of Duty or something, but nothing's gonna lead me down the path of trying to reach out to some 12-year-old, So I completely disagree there.
These are lonely guys who are sitting in their fucking dark room, jerking off at their computer, right? And their crimes of isolation, compulsion, and loneliness, and when you're in a dark room by yourself, you're bold. And you do things you probably wouldn't do otherwise.
And who says she's 15?
Chris Stanton, that is very, 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 very true, my friend. That is very, very true. Yeah. This guy, he is a defense attorney. Yeah, that's true, and not a prosecutor. Yeah. So I guess all of us TCAP fans, over here, we're all prosecutors, guys.
He lies to her about his age, typing, I'm 30.
Does he look 30? Ladies, I don't think so.
Probably don't want me around you. I'm cute, though. Built good.
Can you imagine, guys, if we had a party, Chris Hansen's there, and we're all drinking, having fun, and Chris Hansen goes, here, guys, ask me to say any TCAP lines. What would you ask him to say?
Then he says,
we'd have to keep us a secret because of the age difference. Younger girls like you don't come along often.
We'd have to keep it a secret because it's really highly fucking illegal what I'm about to do. Give me a break. So, and here's the other thing. When you have these words, when you have the words of the defendant, do you think he's got any shot at beating a case like this? No, because he knowledge is not inferred, but is spoken.
Yeah, it's right there in black and white. And that's why these people that try and defend these guys just drive me crazy. It's in there in black and white. It doesn't, it's entrapment or it wasn't a real person. It doesn't matter. It's the person's intent.
Right there. He knows it's illegal.
Want you again and again.
Then he sends an online picture of his penis to the girl who told him.
Because we all want to see that, right, ladies? Not so much.
She was 15.
And how did you meet her? Well, of course, online.
And how did you meet her? Turn around and fucking run, you stupid son of a bitch. Give me a break. I mean, he's talking to a guy in a fucking suit coat. He's either her dad, law enforcement, or a fucking TV personality. One of the three. He's
facts. See, guys? And that's what all of us have said. Who else would walk out there other than her dad or a cop? Now he said TV personality, but it would have to have been in a regular situation, her dad or a cop.
He's nobody good. I mean, so
He's nobody good.
and this guy is just he is cute though.
Like I should know that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a common thing now.
Just to meet young girls online.
No, meet any women online.
Then I remind generic white
No
male that
standards.
Jolanda told him she was 15.
What?
What?
What? Are you kidding me? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, we got to keep it a secret because of the age difference.
No way.
You know, I have the transcript of your conversation with Jolanda.
You know what?
He doesn't even finish the cookie, dude. That's so rude.
I don't want this cookie.
I don't want this cookie. I mean, why would he even say that? I mean, to all of a sudden insult the cookie, whoever made those cookies, that was just uncalled for.
Dude, R.I.P. to
just
Bob
wanna get to
Barker,
the
dude.
Come here, just
Chris
one
said,
second.
imagine Bob Barker while walking out. R.I.P. to Bob Barker. His scene on Happy Gilmore still is one of the funniest things that I've ever seen in my entire life. And someone put just that scene on YouTube, and I swear it has like 7 million views. I'm responsible for like at least 150,000 of those or something because that scene is hilarious. It's the last TV personality. I think Chris Hansen, he was on Opie and Anthony once, and he was saying that for the longest time, his friends in his personal life would set up their friends, like, "Hey, come over, dude," and then they would have Chris there and be like, "Hello there." They'd be like, "Oh shit."
But generic white male won't be going to the beach today. As he heads out the back,
As
he
we
stumbles
balls.
off the porch right into the arms of the Fort Myers
Clumsy
Police
bastard.
Department. The police quickly take him down to
There's that Florida man. They're not playing. They will take you down.
the ground.
Now, I'm not a fan of those kinds of takedowns. And I understand that it's a felony arrest and, you know, that's their protocol. But they could have just, I mean, this guy's a panty wasting. What do you got? 5 officers there? I mean, they could have just handled him a little lighter.
Nope. Right, guys? Nope. Here, over on this side, we like those types of takedowns, don't we, guys?
Florida, where it's relatively easy to get a permit to carry a concealed weapon, these officers aren't taking any chances.
I'm just saying.
He's 46-year-old Anthony Palumbo,
Oh, guess who's coming this week, guys?
and he's brought a gift. We've hired an 18-year-old actor to play the part of the young teen.
Hey, come on in. Awesome.
So,
Guys, this the decoy here, because I barely remember him. Who do you think looks younger? This guy,
He's 46-year-old Anthony Palumbo, and he's brought a gift.
this kid, or the "Hey there, Stanley" guy, the red-haired dude with the track jacket that was with Stanley. What's his name? Yeah, he said they should use the taser more. Oh man, I have to say that all the guys who got tased, that is some of the best television that I've ever seen, because they tased what? They tased that Matt guy. They tased the one guy that was running through the house screaming like a girl. What's his name? Michael Joseph Patterson. And they tased that Mr. Gary. I'm gonna lose everything, Mr. Gary. They tased him too. So, yeah, that's some of the best television that I've ever seen.
Hired an 18-year-old actor to play the part of the young teen.
Hey, come on in. Awesome.
So to step foot into somebody's home where you're meeting a child takes some fucking balls.
That's what I say in every single one of my videos, guys. The fact that they walk into even people that you do know, like your coworkers, right? So let's just say that me and Liverpool cat lady work together. Me, Liverpool cat lady, Chris Stanton, right? We're all coworkers, and we hang out. We've been to a happy hour or two. And then Liverpool cat lady goes, hey, there's a, I don't know, some type of sporting event on. You guys want to stop by and we'll have a couple of pints and and chill? Sure. Even going to her house that she invited me to as a person that I've known as an acquaintance at work, I would just be uncomfortable going into her house for the first time, right? That's how normal people act. But the fact that these bozos can walk into a person's house they've just met, they've never met face to face, they've barely talked to them on the phone, and be that comfortable really shows that there's something off about most of these guys.
Most of the cases I see are usually crimes of opportunity, which means a family member or a close friend. And you don't see a lot of these setups.
You a good direction.
Online in an AOL gay chat room, calling himself "Hi, buddy, what's up?" He tells
I forgot his fucking name. He calls himself "Hi, buddy, what's up?" Fucking idiot, dude. Oh man, does anyone watch Dave's Lemonade channel? Because he does like hour and a half, 2 hour long videos where he reads the whole chat log and then gives his analysis. So check him out too. And he did one on this dude, and I remember this guy was really, really aggressive in the chat. It was crazy. So like he looks kind of like a doofus or like a Ray Romano kind of knockoff, right? But he seems like he can just flip to being really, really aggressive really fast, and that's scary.
You a good direction.
Online in an AOL gay chat room, calling himself "Hi, buddy, what's up?" He tells the decoy, who's pretending to be a 14-year-old boy, that he's horny.
Whenever I come across a 14-year-old boy, I always say, I'm extremely amorous, but I want to make sure that you're not a cop. I mean, give me a break. So, the age of consent is something that we need to talk about here a little bit. Generally the age of consent is 16. But, looking at the difference in age, if they're under 18 and more than 48 months older, that's a problem. Okay.
Is that who agrees with that, guys? I don't know. I've heard of cases, obviously, where like, you will have the 16 or 17-year-old boy and a 14-year-old girl or whatever, and the boy still goes to jail for something. So I don't want to get into that. Like yeah, but I've seen that there are times where they just default to like whoever's the male shouldn't have been doing what he was doing. But we obviously know that from some of the cases that I've done, there are females who victimize males too.
If you have a situation where somebody's 14, they're unable to consent. That's why they do this. This is a setup, and it can be entrapment in a way, but in a way not. Entrapment is where the crime originates with the government, and it's not something you're predisposed to anyway, And so let's say the 14-year-old boy.
All right, so he's getting into it, guys. Let's see how this goes.
Approaches him online first, and then entices him. That would be some form of entrapment. But clearly, this guy's horny and talking to a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Then the 46-year-old said,
and I think that dang, who was it that got a lawyer, that got a public defender, and then got off pretty good? I forget, but they were trying to say that it was well, this is just a thing about the law, I mean, there's a lot of, I don't want to use the term ambiguity in the law, but I don't know. Like he's a defense attorney, so his job is to get paid lots of money to find this kind of nebulousness or ambiguity in the law and get you out and break down the case. Yeah, BK's loved one. That is true. And I think that no young kid can consent, period. But there's still this societal view that, well, he's a 12-year-old boy, he must have been enjoying it. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? And it's even different when an older man victimizes a younger boy, but people still don't have that mentality when it comes to older women victimizing boys, right? It's this weird thing where it's just built into our society and our overall kind of mindset, and it needs to stop, because that just means that there's a whole group of victims that aren't getting any type of fair, equitable treatment in the criminal. I mean, as far as like having cases, as far as getting the help that they need and the justice that they deserve, right? So, anyways,
As I want to be top.
Oh, okay.
You want to do it raw?
Raw?
Yes.
What's that?
No rubber.
Raw dog. Fucking A, man.
I was supposed to bear left at
Now he's
1:38,
here, beer in
I
hand,
stopped.
asking the decoy several times to put it in the refrigerator.
this guy's voice, he sounds like a discount Ray Romano. And that 70s was it, who was that guy? Mark Spitz, the swimmer guy, that Spitz guy. He had that mustache.
You can put that in the fridge.
Yeah, I'll put it in a little bit.
See, watch.
All right. I'll relax.
I was just a little nervous.
I'm
that's all.
nervous too. That's all right.
I'd be nervous too if I was going to spend the next 10 years in jail.
My excuse to come here, I went to Atlantic City.
I mean, here's the thing. The penis is a very powerful thing in terms of its impact on the male brain. Men do crazy, stupid things because of their penis.
Now, if that is not the understatement of the year, guys, and I know as guys, like we try and explain to women, to the women that we know, maybe like their sisters, moms, friends, cousins, or whatever, about how dumb, how stupid of things that we've done. So in order for the opposite sex, and it's so bad. Not that I've done anything particularly dumb, right?
Their judgment goes out the window, and it's really because all the blood that used to be in the brain goes right to the penis.
Oh, does it?
We can't be held. Yes, we can. Make good decisions, guys.
That's true.
I don't know.
Now watch.
Put that in the refrigerator.
Look.
I don't know. Just chill out.
See, he's giving this kid orders, right? He says, put that in the refrigerator. He does it once, and then he does it again. So do you see that he's like trying to be friendly and or whatever, but then he kind of changes. It's kind of weird. This guy's creepy.
All right. We'll see what happens.
I'm just nervous.
That's all right. You could put that in the refrigerator anytime.
I don't mean to.
Don't get drunk with that.
I won't.
All right.
First of all, giving a minor alcohol is another crime in and of itself. So even if they don't get him on any kind of sex thing here, they certainly furnishing alcohol to minors is an enhanced misdemeanor.
Yes, it is.
So why'd you need the cover story to go to Atlantic City?
I know that is kind of a cliffhanger. MB says, "I need to know if the decoy put the alcohol in the fridge." I guess we'll never know unless someone tracks down this decoy. Hey, man. We've been dying to know. Please tell us all these years. Did you put the alcohol in the fridge?
Yeah, but who did you have to give that to as a cover story?
Here's the thing. I'm not a fan of stings. And, Chris Hansen.
Because you're a defense attorney.
you know, he's not law enforcement.
Don't you talk bad about Chris now. Guys, we are not going to sit here and listen to him talk about our Chris Hansen.
And these things do drive me a little bit nuts. But going to the nth degree to go meet a fucking 14-year-old boy to stick your dick in him. I mean, what the fuck? You can't make this up.
No, my brother is home, my other brother.
Right.
And I said, I got to go to Atlantic City.
But instead you came here.
I stopped by to go there.
So you like to gamble.
Yeah, I love to gamble.
You took a little bit of a gamble coming in here.
No,
Oh, the Chris Hansen zinger, dude. And look, you can tell he's not a TCAP fan because he should be laughing as hard as I am right now. Especially since he's never seen it before.
But going to the nth degree
Let's
to go
see it
meet a
again.
fucking 14-year-old boy to stick your dick in him. I mean, what the fuck? You can't make this up.
no, my brother is home, my other brother.
Right.
And I said, I got to go to Atlantic City.
But instead you came here.
I stopped by to go there.
So you like to gamble.
Yeah, I love to gamble.
You took a little bit of a gamble coming in here tonight.
No,
Okay,
Eric B says, do decoys really help the community by putting temptation in front of someone to do wrong? Okay. So I think we're talking about entrapment and ethics here. Okay. So I can honestly say that with good measure, right, that most people, okay, you look at theft, right? We teach people not to steal. We're just taught from a young age, don't steal people's stuff. And there's always a small group of people who are going to steal. If you put a bag with a lot of money on a busy street, the majority of people will walk past it and just leave it alone. But there's always going to be that small group of people that'll pick up money that isn't theirs, right? Or if you look at that bait car show, right? How many dozens of people, if not hundreds, drive by that bait car with the keys in it, hanging out, chilling? And then there's always that one knucklehead that'll jump in the car and take off and get arrested. They are doing the community well because I guarantee most of the people listening and people on my channel, most of the people that you know, Eric B, would not be talking to any of these decoys in the first place. It's a certain type of person. We are taught as a society as societies around the world that children should be protected. Okay? If there's a kid crying on the street, most of us will stop and say, "Hey, little girl," or "Hey, little boy, where are your parents?" Well, we are protected. We will protect them. But there's a small group of people that would victimize that child. Yes, BK's love says said it. There's a small group of people that will, just like they would victimize that child on the street, instead of helping them, that'll reach out. That'll respond. That'll reach out to these decoys and then try it and solicit. So they're not. The decoys aren't tempting anything. They go into the chat room and they sit there. They don't say anything. If you look at every single chat log, and I'm not trying to go off on you, buddy, because you might be new to TCAP, right? Go to Perverted Justice's website and look at every single chat log, and you will see that these perverts reach out to the decoy first. You will never see the decoy ever message that person first, ever. So yes, they don't tempt anyone, and they are doing a good help because every single person that Chris Hansen and them caught, I believe at some point either has victimized a child or would have if they didn't. If they weren't stopped. So I'm off my soapbox now. So
you got an adult male. You're there. You know what your fucking chats have been with this 14-year-old boy, right? You know what they are. I want to be on top. I want to raw dog the fuck out of you. And then all of a sudden you see an adult male. Why are you still sitting there? It's like, okay, the jig is up. I'm going to talk myself out of this. I don't fucking think so.
It's hubris. Guys, I ask in every video, why do you think these morons stay and talk? And I really think that it's hubris. They honestly think that A, they either didn't do anything wrong or that they can talk their way out of it.
I just stopped by.
But you said you were nervous when you came in. Why were you so
Yeah,
nervous?
because I was going to Atlantic City and it was dark, and I'm not usually a driver at dark.
So the nighttime makes you nervous.
Yeah, driving. I'm not a driver at night.
I'm not
about
a
visiting
driver.
boy who's home alone. Does that make you nervous?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Because it's a fucking major felony and I could go to prison for a long goddamn time.
Yeah. I just wanted to just say hi. It
Just
was
to
not
say
that.
hi.
Yeah.
I wanted to say hi with my penis. Give me a fucking break.
And drop off a packet of his penis.
Yeah. I had beer.
Have you been drinking tonight?
No, not at all. You can smell my breath.
So it just sounds like that every day. That's sad. Oh, and I don't want to skip this comment here, right? So Doug MPA says, people always make fun of Southern accents. Only thing worse than Southern accents is Jersey accents. So guys, I'm from the West Coast, right? So to us, because of the way the media is, people that have Southern accents are always portrayed as being not very intelligent, which is sad because a lot of really smart people that I know have Southern accents. But if you ask anyone to talk about a dumb American quote uncle, they always go, "Hi there, I'm from blah, 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 blah," right? And I really think that it's like a coast thing and it's not fair. And I've kind of like deprogrammed my brain to that, right? But I can tell you that the first time that I heard this Joyzy accent, I was like, dude, this isn't real. You're not real. Like, is this a Sopranos or whatever? Like, I had a coworker who spoke like this. VK's Love said Boston accents are even worse. I'm from Southie. I'm from Boston. I actually worked at a coffee shop in college with a girl who was from Boston, and people called her Boston. Like she just had a name tag that said Boston because no one even knew her name. They just called her Boston. It was hilarious. So,
Not at all.
It's okay. I don't need to do that.
Can I touch your penis though? I mean, give me a fucking break. You're still sitting here talking to Chris Hansen, who you know is, what did I say? He's either a cop or he's a TV personality or he's a parent. I mean, what the fuck are you still sitting there for?
That's
the jig
true.
is up.
Guys, I did drop the link. So if anyone wants to call in, go just click on the link and feel free.
He tells me several times he thought the boy was 18, but in the chat log, the decoy tells him 2 different times that he's 14.
That's back when laptops had this clackety keyboard still too.
Now, we used to have this thing in Minnesota called Backpage. You know, everybody's got their version of it. You know, it's like Craigslist for sex. You know,
Dude, they took down Backpage, didn't they? I remember that was a big thing when that whole Ashley Madison thing broke. And then people figured out that a lot of these Instagram chicks were actually on Backpage. So they would put their Backpage pages. I'm an Instagram model. Sure you are.
and there's all kinds of different sites that people go on. And one of the big scams that cops do is, you go online and you see somebody that you think is 18, not me, but some of my clients have. And then you start a chat.
There you go, Chris Stanton. There you go. He is correct. Yeah, he said some of his clients. Yep. So I guess he has defended guys like
Would
this.
you like to meet? Are you available? Blah, blah, blah. And the cops says, sure. Yeah. And they say, oh, by the way, I'm 15. Does that change anything? Well,
Facts, dude. BK's loved one. You are correct. That is absolute facts, man. Only OF, guys. Let's just stop here real fast and talk about OF, right? There's a whole generation of young girls that look at social media and they see all these stories of all these OF girls making all this money. And there's some of them who make thousands and thousands of dollars a week, right? 20 grand a month or whatever. So in the same way that Jenna, what's her name? That adult star in the 90s glamorized doing that type of work. They have these OF girls on social media glamorizing it. So we have a whole generation of like 18 to like 25-year-olds that are on OF and like they don't understand. He said the Catch Me Outside girl's an example. That's true. She's made millions of dollars on an OF. And the thing is, guys, that doesn't go away.
Well,
Once that's
what do
on
they
the
say?
internet,
They say if fast money comes with slow problems.
Yeah,
man.
fast money comes with slow
Because
problems.
the Catch Me Outside girl, isn't she only like 19 or 18 or something like that?
Yes, the day she turned 18, she started an OF and then made millions of dollars. But my thing is that these girls are doing this at a young age, and then they don't know how they're gonna think or act or what they're gonna do when they're 30, 32, 35. What if they decide to get married and have kids, and then their kids find it out? I think it was Kim Kardashian who had said that like one of her kids found her old tape back in the day. You know, that's crazy. What do you say? You know?
And and the biggest difference between Jenna Jameson in the 90s and now is your adult stuff is gonna go everywhere. So your kids, like their friends are gonna find it
and they're
at
gonna
school.
be teased. Yep. So
And it's on the internet, and you can't, you wouldn't be able to stop your friends from watching your mom get,
basically,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awful.
Blah 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 blah. And then now you're agreeing to meet a 15-year-old. So if they were 18 and above, that would be a misdemeanor because it's just prostitution, right? If you're going to pay for sex. But now they've changed it into soliciting a minor.
Yep. That's true.
For sex. So that turns into a much more serious felony. That, my friend, can be entrapment.
How old are you?
Wait, what? Wait. Oh, so they're saying that if a cop sets up the page. Okay, that's different. Because that would be like the cop setting up the page and enticing you with that content. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
39.
39. You said you were 35.
35. 39.
We find out later he's actually 46.
I was gonna say that guy.
How about none of you?
He's 39. Come on, dude.
He says he's
46. Why would you lie to Chris Hansen about how the fuck old you are? And why would you sit there and still try to fucking talk yourself out of it? It's so dumb.
unemployed and spends his time caring for his ailing mother. Then he tries to explain away his graphic sexual chat. You asked him in your chat if he was top or bottom. What does that mean?
Did I ask that? I don't remember.
Oh, please.
Did I ask that? How about you, Chris? Are you a top or a bottom? I mean, give me a fucking break. You know, here's the thing. If it weren't...
I mean, I don't know. I'm going to do a video. That's that Plumbo guy. So I think that I'm going to do one on him here soon. But, guys, what... I mean... this lawyer guy, he does make some good points, but I think Chris Stanton did say it the best, that he is a defense attorney. So, you know, we all have our kind of united view of TCAP, right? And how these guys should be treated. So I guess that is kind of a refreshing thing to see what this guy and his, I'm going to try, like, my job is to get them out of this type of mentality. It's just interesting to see.
For stupid people's decisions and the behaviors that I wouldn't have a job.
Are you top or bottom? I'm horny, you say.
I was just fooling around.
Well, if you're just fooling...
I was just fooling. I didn't mean it. I mean, you got me. Give me a break.
Around, then why were you so concerned about knowing whether or not he was a cop?
Just joking.
Just joking.
Just joking. Does anyone know if they have the uncut Palumbo one? I think so. So I'll probably do like a regular video on the TCAP cut one, and then they always have the straight longer uncut versions, because I forgot how sad and yet hilarious this guy is.
Just joking. Okay, dig yourself a fucking deeper hole.
So what made you decide to come over here and meet a teenage boy after this sexually explicit conversation?
I thought it was like I wanted to hang out with someone, like a friend. Like
I wanted to maybe find a way to put some semen into his butthole. I mean, that's just, that's what friends do.
He said Jeff Stacy was joking too. Hey, Chris Stanton, what's going on, my friend?
Hey, this guy is hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Now you said that you watched this guy before.
Oh no, I'm talking about this pred that they caught in this.
Oh yeah. This is
Mr. Joyzy. God,
this is Anthony Palumbo, right? Yeah.
He's so serious.
Yeah, and dude, he okay. I said this in an early video, how if you watch John Wayne Gacy, right? He killed all those young boys and buried them in his house. Do you know the one thing that he did not want to be known as? Anyone?
As gay.
Yeah, he was like, every time that they would say, well, you killed and deleted young boys, that makes you homosexual. No, I'm not gay.
No,
I'm not. No, like, dude, you so you will be called a killer clown, a deleter who deletes people, because I can't say the M word, and all these things, a monster or whatever, but you don't want to be called gay. It was a great watch his interview.
When they're leading him away in handcuffs, he's like, I'm sure to let everyone know I'm not gay, okay? I'm not gay. And it's just like, what?
He's like, oh, no, I'm not gay. I'm bisexual. It's like, what are you talking about? It's just crazy. And this guy says it too. I'm not gay though. It's like, it's not what are you talking?
I wonder, I've watched a lot of these, and I wonder if there's a difference in mindset between the guy. Well, so I think that a lot of these guys that try to get young boys think that the young boys are struggling with their identity, so they're like not. You think that they think that there's a less likely chance of them telling than like a.
It's good he clarifies that he's not gay. Trauma is something we can tolerate, but gay, I mean, that could get him into real trouble with the law. Oh man, that's hilarious. What were you saying?
So yeah, I wonder if there's a difference in approach between the guys that go for younger boys are like, oh yeah, he must be struggling with his identity, so he's really not going to tell.
I mean, maybe that's there could be some truth to that, but it's just funny that that he says that, and then there's another guy, the will you get on my chest and beat my face kid that he's wearing red. I think he's in California, and he's like a dog groomer.
Was it the guy with the blonde hair?
Yes.
The really skinny guy with the blonde hair.
What is that guy's name? Someone help me out. But he's like, and then he's like, he was trying to say that something about you can't do something because I'm gay. And Chris Hansen goes, this isn't about being gay. This is about meeting the 12-year-old. He's like, oh, you can't try and spin this that way there buddy. Oh, so Chris Stanton, how long have you been in the TCAP now?
Oh man, I've been watching this for a few years now. It's just great.
Really? What got you into it? Either YouTube or did you watch? Live or?
I remember seeing it like back when I was a kid. Like I knew of it like way back when, but yeah, just recently got kind of getting into it. Yeah.
So okay, Lance Fine. Thank you, BK's loved. Yes, and I will put that. Yes, I actually have the yes, and I will put that as a request from BK's loved one. How about that? Okay. On the list, noted. Stay tuned, gentlemen. So Golden Goliath in the house too. All right, Chris Stanton, put you on the spot.
Yeah, go for it, man.
3 predators that I don't want to say 3 best, but three worst, right? Yeah, the 3 guys where you're like, you dumb bastards, you motherfucker, you.
Well, so that one guy comes to mind, the tall, scrawny guy. He was like a college professor or something. He showed up to they had the backyard sting. And they got him in the garage. See, he was the guy that threw his glasses.
Wallen, the doctor. He's a cancer research
guy.
Yeah,
that
guy. Yeah. I did a video on that guy. Those poor glasses, dude. They didn't do anything to him, you know. And his wife stayed with him. His trial took like 3 years, right? And he was doing work in Singapore for a long time too, before he finally got busted. And I mean, before the trial ended. And then that was one of the very first like negative comments that I got, because I was like, dude, because he passed away, and I was like, good riddance. And someone's like, that's messed up, bro. I'm like, what do you mean it's messed up? He's a pervert. I don't have to respect a pervert. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then in the chat, he was like, yeah, I'm badass. I got a SL 500 and it's so awesome, Benz. And he pulls up in a Subaru Forester. Okay, so Wallen's number 1. Who's number 2 and 3?
Okay. So a guy you haven't done yet. A guy you haven't done yet. How about the cripple guy? He showed up to one of the Kentucky.
Wrestling fan or whatever.
Yeah,
he's coming. I'm gonna do a live stream for him because there's a lot to unpack with that guy, including the interrogation, and then the wrestling scene, because he used to like blog and do stuff for some of the local like pro wrestlers, right? And one of the wrestlers made a video like, because that guy did his promotional package. Yes, Dustin McFedges. It's like wrestling something or other, Wrestling East something or other. Hold on, I have a yeah.
Well, so, whole time that guy was getting interrogated, he thought he was going to get to go home.
Yeah.
Like, if you could tell by the way he's phrasing his own questions and statements, like, it's not until the very end that he's like, oh, crap, I'm going to jail?
Yeah, I'm going to jail? That's like Jeff Stacy. He didn't even know. Like how did he not realize that he was going to go to jail? Like he was like, so what happens? So what happens now? We're gonna take you to jail. Oh no! Oh man! And people try and feel bad for McFedges because he's, I don't want to say crippled, but you know, he's crippled. Fine, but that doesn't mean that he didn't intend on victimizing a young girl. I don't care. Look, if there's one thing I've told my subs before, liars and thieves. I can't stand liars. I can't stand thieves. But the lowest of the low are these people, these guys. I have no respect. I have no empathy. I have no sympathy, and I will not entertain any type of argument that we should have any type of feelings for these guys. Their families, yes, because these knuckleheads put them through that, but not them. So
And honestly, so there's so many stops that you have to keep going past to get to the point where you're staring face to face with Chris Hansen.
Mhm.
That's my main thing.
Yep.
Someone should have a diagram somewhere of all the different stops.
That would be interesting. Get Microsoft Visio and do a flow chart.
Yeah, seriously. There's so many stops. You have to. There's so many barriers. You have to sledgehammer your way through.
That's true.
To get to the point where you're staring at cameras and Chris Hansen on national television.
BK's loved on. I haven't started reading his chat log yet. I just got through his whole interrogation, and I want to say to all the guys, everyone who's new, I had forgotten. I didn't know that the chat logs were actually out there until about, I want to say, 4 or 5 years ago. So that's what got me. I've always gone back and watched clips, but to actually get back into TCAP was the chat logs. And then, we have Joey's TCAP and all of them that post all these updates and all the interrogations. But my favorite part is still the interrogations. And I say this, guys, because, and anyone else chime in here too, when they talk to Chris, it's the shock, and a lot of these knuckleheads can't think on their feet. But the interrogation, they've had time in the back of that cop car to try and formulate a defense. So the interrogation is us seeing what those two brain cells these dumb bastards have can actually put together to try and get them out of it. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Okay, here we go.
But he was like 18, something like that. I'm not gay or anything. I'm just saying.
I'm not gay, but I want to be a top.
Sorry, guys.
This sexually explicit conversation.
I thought it was like I wanted to hang out with someone, like a friend. Like
I wanted to maybe find.
So yeah, so that's when he said that he's not gay, right? And it's just like I still don't really understand what these guys that just have this thing like that. I mean, hey, some are out and proud, and some aren't. But yeah. So this goes on a little while longer, and what I need to do is actually find. I think Joey's TCAP has a video of all the Dustin McFedrin stuff put together in one place. Yeah, he drove 5 hours. Matter of fact, let me pull up Anthony Palumbo. Oh, there's a guy. There's a New York State senator who's named Anthony Palumbo. Uh-oh. Can you imagine some dude gets caught on TCAP and has the same name as you? Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Let's see here. Yeah, hold on. Let me share this one here. Oops. Sorry, guys. Share. Okay. Ocean County, New Jersey. I think it's the Ocean County house that got destroyed in a hurricane. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, look at this. Wow, he's 46. Wanted all of that. He said Palumbos are running rampant. Hold on, let's see the aftermath. He was first charged with SA, possible 10-year sentence. He was found guilty of felony count of criminal attempt and given lifetime parole. Wow. See, guys, this is a difference between the North and the West Coast and the South. Because it looks like he didn't really do that much time for this. That's crazy. How is that possible? Like, Ohio, Texas, where else? Kentucky. They were handing out sentences in years like they were Tic Tacs. You know, man, that's crazy. There's another video here. I want to talk about some updates here. If you guys can give me 1 minute. Yeah, Georgia wasn't playing, man. And also, Georgia's the one where they had guys wearing the black and whites. The looking like the old school chain gang. You know what I mean? And let me see. Hold on, there was one. Oh, guys, did I tell everyone that David K, he was a rabbi around where I live, or it's about 25 minutes from where I live. The synagogue that he was the rabbi was near me. Crazy. And I guess when he got out of jail, he tried to go back there, and they said no. But Chris Stanton, you didn't say who your number 3 was.
Well, I was gonna say any of those guys that got tased.
No,
but the rabbi guy, that was definitely a good one for sure. But man, the fact that they're not doing these things and putting them on TV like they used to, that in of itself, I think is a better punishment than the prison sentences for these guys. The fact that they're out there and people can go rewatch it and relive the moment. Chris Hansen walked in the room.
Online for a threesome.
Okay, here we go, guys. Speaking of that, just because of Chris is here, let's watch some predators get tased.
Underage teen and his adult girlfriend.
I think I want to mute it because I don't want the music to kind of get me.
Decoy Aaron Lynn B, $250. And she asks, "Why do you want to give me money?"
Whoops. I hit the wrong button on accident.
That music sounds pretty copyright free.
Then he tells her about another.
No, this is the electric slide. No. That's
never mind.
Copyrighted there. I don't know if you saw the last stream where I got yeeted off the live stream and we were saying that Florida PD came after us because we were looking at David Schumacher, whatever. Scooby said he was when he was the Hamburglar. Yeah, that guy's a knucklehead too. He's gonna be one that we're gonna have to do a live stream on too, because he was just an idiot all the way around. Hold on.
And he doesn't stop there. After he sends pornography, he then introduces.
Having technical issues, guys. What the I come back to that in just a minute. But Chris, have you seen any of Chris's new stings yet?
Oh yeah, no,
I gotta drop off. AJ, it's always good talking to you.
Doug and PA, take it easy, all right? But have you seen any of his new stings yet, Chris? Because I have.
Yeah, the ones on True Blue. Yeah, I have a True Blue membership. I've been watching them.
Oh, okay. How are they? Like scale 1 to 10.
So they're different. Like sometimes he interviews them after the fact.
He said, if the child's tolerant and the predator are they immune to legal action, i.e., the Western Beck defense. Oh man, that guy. Oh god. Dude, he's 4'9". Can you imagine? Can you imagine being that look. And he doesn't look like he has any type of dwarfism. He's just short. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just a really short dude. So It's unfortunate.
Good.
Wait. Like he's numb to the prayers by now. He's just like, oh yeah, you know what? A Golden Goliath. That seems like how Chris Hansen was in Hansen versus Predator too, right? He seems like he has a lot less patience, and how can I put it? He seems like he takes less crap, but him. I don't know. He does seem a bit more jaded, right? And not trying to expose these guys. He's basically saying, "So, if anyone has a theory, like I can't really explain it. Like it's like he's not really trying to introduce the audience to predators anymore. He's just trying to say, we got one, here he is, let's ship him out, right? But he's not really trying to have us understand what makes them tick in a way. BK's loved one. Who is the SpongeBob guy? I'm not sure that I know, but who the SpongeBob guy is. So, but drop him in the chat, and I can consider that as a request if I haven't done it already. So, but yeah, I'm gonna watch the new investigate gig. And then, guys, I told you that I haven't watched all the Hansen versus that guy. Yeah. Well, can I get a ride home? Yes. I remember him. Yeah, he had the backpack, right? Yeah. Washington. Let me write that down. And I'll be cool. All right. So I will do that also. And then I'm gonna try and find a way, guys, so that we can do live, like we can watch the Hansen versus Predators live, because Sokol is the only Hansen versus Predator that I've actually watched. That, and there was this weird guy. He had like a vest on. He was kind of weird. He was kind of pale. I remember him, but I haven't watched any of the other ones. So I will find a way where we can watch those live and not have Florida PD take down the live stream so that we can actually watch those live, So let me see. But yeah, Chris, guys, I think that it's been about an hour and a half. Chris, do you have anything to say before we close the old live stream down here?
Nope. It's been fun, man.
Hey, man,
take it easy.
I appreciate you calling in, man. I'm gonna try, guys. For everyone that's listening, I'm gonna go live every Monday at 12:30 ish weekly, and just talk about some general TCAP stuff. And then what we can do is I want to do a Jeff Sokol live stream, right? So as we can put all of his materials together, and then that'll be like a big event as I get closer to 1,000 subs. But BK's loved one, I actually did that guy already. You can see him on my channel. That was what's his name? Eugene Daly is his name. And yeah, so I will do live streams every week on Monday, unless we can do a group consensus of the best time to do so. But usually Monday 12:30, and we'll just kind of chat, hang out. But any live watch a party is probably gonna be like on the weekend or whatever, and we can all kind of sit and laugh and have fun. But all right, you guys, I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate your support. Thanks to, let me see, let me check the old Cash App here. Thanks for your support there. Let me see. There we go. Chris Stanton, thank you. Appreciate that, my friend. And guys, like I said, it's so nice to be able to like find people who like a hobby like TCAP as much as me, and will be willing to like and drop these comments. I was saying in a previous stream that some of my family members watch my channel and they look at you guys' comments and they just laugh because you guys are so hilarious. You know what I mean? And then they listen to the live stream too. And I really think that it's a fun bunch of people that like TCAP, right? And it shows that all of us, we're willing to kind of look past how something looks initially. We're, oh no, you guys are laughing at this, and we see kind of TCAP for what it is, and then was it tragedy plus time? You know what I mean? Is humor, right? So we see things for how it is. But all right, you guys, I appreciate you all. I won't be going live on Monday because of work. But I will try to do something soon, but I'll definitely be on next Monday. Watch out for the next video that'll drop soon. And I'm out of here. Appreciate you guys. Have a good day.